right. We should be live. Boom. I think you guys can hear me. Let's see. Let's make sure. Make sure everything works this time. All right, let's send this this link. Send this link. There we go. Okay, watch my stuff. All right. Copy. Boom. 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 Sending out the link here. We are live. Boom. Right. The people that are already in here, can you guys tell me if you can hear me? Pin. There we go. Tell me if you can hear me. Oh yeah, you can actually. I know you can because I saw my own live. Okay, we're good. Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Cool. Let's make sure it all still stays. All right, let's see. Make sure I share the screen the right way. And get off of this onto this. I'm gonna do something a little differently on my weekly outlook. So you guys are gonna see me share screen. I think I have to share entire screen or window actually. I think I have to share this. So share audio, share a tab instead. Also share tab audio. Entire screen, share audio, share a tab instead. Okay, let me know. Boom. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me now? Let me know, let me know. Let me know, let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Appreciate you guys. All right. So I'm going to do something a little different. I think you guys can see my screen, right? Should be able to see my screen. Yes. Pretty sure. No. Okay. There we go. Now you can see my screen. So you can see my screen now, but can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, we're in this. We're in this. So I'm going to literally go down everything here how I would if I was looking at the markets. Holy shit. Crazy. That's crazy. 45, 208, 40, so 1,500 points. That's not even the craziest candle, which is insane. Like, I don't even think that's the craziest daily. Look at this daily. This daily's pretty big too. All right. All right. That's besides the point. Let's see. So yeah, a lot of listen. Tomorrow is it's a bank holiday, but it is not a like market holiday. So the markets will still be open. Trump also did announce that it was a misunderstanding, all this stuff, yada yada yada. Also, I do want to mention, bro, like somebody literally got liquidated of $30 million and was found dead in their Lamborghini to a gunshot wound to his head by his own self, right? He fucking committed. So that's crazy. Like, insane, bro. Insane. I saw that today and I was like, wow. Because he lost 30 million of investors' money, which is just, I mean, that's like heartbreaking, dude. That's terrible. Crazy. Like this, like many of people's lives were in this drop, which is insane to think about. Across the whole board, on everything, on crypto, on stocks, on all that stuff. So a lot of leverage traders absolutely got margin called and completely liquidated. So insane, man, insane. Okay, so let's go ahead. What I can do is I can watch the chat on my phone, so that way I can share my screen and see everything, but then still see you guys talking to me. Close player. There we go. Yeah, it is. It is crazy, bro. It is absolutely crazy. There we go. I can see. There we go. Okay. Okay. So obviously, this is the most manipulated move in history across the board, across crypto. This is the most manipulated move like we've ever seen in the markets, really. So to be honest, might stay out of the markets tomorrow, especially because it's a bank holiday. Just being completely real with you guys. So we'll more than likely stay out of the markets tomorrow. I mean, if I see something nice, I'd want to see it come up to here and maybe continue down around that 46,383 area. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just lock in and tell you guys if I see anything that actually could look nice or would look nice on each pair. I am not going to go through all these pairs though. I'll go through, the best ones I see. So I'm going to lock in for a second and you guys are going to kind of be able to see how I kind of look at things and what I deem is good and what I don't. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. Boom, highest time frame. We just started a new month, so I want to see again, and I only look at this like a couple of times a month, if that. So boom. Okay, US30 bullish, Nas bullish, obviously. Euro USD actually broke up the monthly. Yeah, I gotta remember we're on the monthly. I was confused for a second. Okay. That's bearish. Yeah. Okay. Double bottom. This could continue up over these next few weeks, come back up to here and sell off again, 84,600 on USD CHF. That's a big like potential kind of thing. Let me. I think Euro USD is going to continue to buy up potentially more. Look at this. Sheesh. This 4 hour is, let me pause that. This 4 hour is rejecting here. I mean, we did get a closure, so high, low, or sorry, high, low, high, low, high, high, right, or high, low, lower, higher, low, and then higher, high here, technically, over top of this. So that closure there, yeah, I just paused it because I can hear myself. Yeah, thanks. So it's up here. So this is kind of a break of structure here, this closure here. We did get wicks above this as well. So Euro USD. I mean, honestly, guys, everything I'm probably just going to give tomorrow, but I am going to look at this. I think this could pull up more. I do think Euro USD could pull up more. Like I said, going to give it tomorrow. Double bottom right here. I think this double bottom plays out and we come up here at least. So yeah, if not, potentially up here, all the way back to, honestly, back to this 4 hour, back up here. Yeah. GU. What was that I just saw? Right there. Break of structure, continued up. Obviously bearish on this, but I do think we need to form a new lower high on the daily. We formed a lower low. I think we come up here, form a lower high through here, and then continue down and form another lower low, potentially down to here. Long term. Okay, I'm gonna speed run and go through and tell you guys if I see anything that actually looks like super sexy, if you will. This doesn't want to go up. Daily bearish engulfing. In between a rock and a hard place. I think this could sell though. Once this gets below this 4 hour MA and this structure here, look for the retest of that to sell. That would be a good sell right there. Let me look at the chat if you guys have any. Shout out. That's awesome. Awesome, man. Shout out to James Storms, man. That's how I found you. Hey, hell yeah. All right, let's see. Ooh, that looks nice. Weekly close below the MA, rejecting where this wick previously rejected in this structure through here. This is USD CAD. We have been on a very bullish run for these months here. This could be a big boy sell. This could be like institutional level type selling here. And what I mean by that is like getting a really nasty entry as far as a long-term play, with this continuing down. So I'd want to see more, obviously, on this. Let's go to NZD USD. So as we all know, NZD USD was where I caught that biggity bag, 675, 28,000. So y'all are on here. Y'all fuck with me. I fuck with you for fucking with me. So let me just show you what I did. Right? Came down. Now, listen to me. All right? I saw this. Right after I turned that 1K to 10K, I saw this. And I was like, do I take this? I think I turned the 1K to 10K on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I was like, I need to put all the 10K in on something, right? I almost took these sells. When I didn't, I was like, wait a minute. This is going to come retest. It retested absolutely perfectly, might I add. And I got into a shit ton of positions all through here. And then I closed somewhere around here. So got into a shit ton of positions from like here up, like literally at the peak of this all the way to like here. And then held to like here, which is crazy, right? Because look, which is funny because my original TP for this trade was 330. And look, 330 got hit right here. Really basically got hit right here. But this was maybe like mid 330s or something. But yeah, like would have hit right here. And this would have been like 60K, 60, 70K, somewhere down here from $600. But I was like, fuck that, I'm out, bro. Like, fuck no, like, you know. But yeah, anyways, NZD CAD. Weekly bearish engulfing. I would be looking for sells on this as well. I'd be looking for sells on this once it came up to here, but I'd really want to see a lot more. 880, 500 on NZD CAD. But it just doesn't look. You see how we like hit this structure here, and then we're kind of coming back up now. It's not so pretty. Like, look at how pretty this is. Right? Switch of structure, right? Flip of the trend, right? Up. So we have up, higher high, lower high, or higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Technically a higher low, even though this wick, was a grab. High, but not a higher high. Low, but not really a higher low. A higher high, technically, than all these. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, technically, right? Because this was here, this is here, this is the break and retest. Stop losses up here, above structure, above the MA, drop down. And we're looking to go to a lower low. Me, I didn't give a fuck because I full sent it on that trade. And I was like, fuck that shit, I'm out. So, yeah, because I knew it might be a while. I knew based on this candle, I knew it might be a while. And it was already 4 a.m. And I was already like, fuck this. Let me close this out, make the video, go on the story. And talk about it, whatever. Because I wouldn't have been able to sleep till New York session the next day. Till literally like fucking 1 the next day. And then would have closed out somewhere down here for sure. Once we broke down to here, I would have seen if we would have broken, and I would have probably closed out at this candle close. Because then once I saw this, I'd be like, yeah, we're probably gonna have a pullback. And then we did for the next day. So, anyways, there's that. On USD, but you see how clean that was, right? Like even this break down kind of retested this structure. Not as clean, but it's there. This is actually really nice here. I bet this lines up with something as well. Bet this lines up with, yeah, right there, right there, right there, right there. Sells. So for this, maybe come back to 65,315 on AUD USD. Maybe as high as 65,550 or 65,500 by the time this comes up here. This would have moved down. So yeah, 500 area or this area, the 300 to 500 areas where you want to start being aware of it for potential sells. Now, I honestly, ideally, this looks actually really nice. If we came up to, honestly, I think we come up to the 65,500 area, and this is some sells I will send it on again. This is some sells. I'm telling you right now, this comes up to here, I'm full margining again, and I'm gonna make a video about how I made 40 grand in one trade off of this right here. Okay, bearish engulfing Marubozu candle. If we get a full pop up to this area, or even this area potentially, that 300 to 500 area, there's a high chance I'm full margining that on a small account and flipping that to a nice size account. So you heard it here first. Okay, this is actually another one I was looking at. That's why it's teal. To do that flip, I was looking at 4 pairs: NZD CAD, NZD USD, AUD USD, and then NZD something else. I think JPY or NZD Chef, I forget. But I'm telling you right now, that doesn't look bad. And honestly, we're gonna do this. I want to see when it comes up here. I want to know. I want to know when it gets to the 350. Could be tonight. Okay. I wouldn't full margin off of this level. I would only full margin if it came up to here, the 65,500 area. If it came to the 65,500, I would full margin here, and my stop loss would be 570, roughly 560, and I would take this all the way back down to this low. Okay, so 400 points, or no, sorry, a lot more than 400 points, 800 points. Okay, from here to here, 800 points. You rack up some lots and a full margin. You get up to 10K every 100 points. That's $80,000. So, you know, so there you go. I will be looking for that for sure. I'm actually gonna put a double on every, or on, not on every, but on this right now. What was that? It was this one getting hit. That's funny. All right. Cool. There's that. So Euro GBP. That's going to sell. More than likely will probably sell. This is a double top. This is a double top. It looks like it wants to buy from here, and this double top might not play out, but that could very well sell. 4-hour closure here in 5 minutes beneath this 4-hour MA. Or over the 1 hour, we did start to create a downtrend on the 1 hour. It's not bad. We're at the 30-minute MA. If you were to get into this right now, you get in around 87,000. Stop loss would be 87.50. There you go. There you have it. 87.50 would put your stop loss up here. It's there. Would I take it? Ooh, maybe. That daily candle looks good. And you can take that right down to here. 86,783, 86,800. 200-point move, 20-pip move. You have a 50-point stop loss, though. That's a 1 to 4. You could even see if it breaks this once it gets around this area. Understand. This 800 area you want to push down below and come down to here, this 600 area, and really you want to break beneath that and go to this 500 area. So this would be like my last place to really be aware of. If you break this and past this wick down here at the 330, this thing's going to go down to at least like 150, and then maybe potentially even 86. So there's that. It's actually not a bad trade. It's not bad. It's in between a rock and a hard place a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not a bad trade. I'm gonna we'll just leave that there for now. Let's see. I'm gonna whoa. So you're dealing with a lot of weird shit right now because of what happened in the market. So there's a lot of weird shit like this. And then the gap down to this open. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it says it wants to correct. To be honest, this could be good sells. Could be, but this is a double bottom as well. So, like, this thing could fly. If it was really off of all of just a tweet, you know, about tariffs, and the tariffs now aren't real, then this thing should sell and continue its direction it had prior. Because it looked like it wanted to break here before that manipulation. All right, we'll go through the Forex Factory as well. These are obvious buys here. Oh man, that looks really good actually. You have to break the 4-hour. It's not bad. You're coming off the daily. I would much rather get in down here though. Much rather get in down here. I'd have seen this. You don't take that shit. Because of look at how strong this bullish pressure is on the weekly. Yeah, this could play out. I'd be looking for buys on this. Look at what it's been doing. Right, look at what it's been doing. Let's go to gold. Gold. Let me show y'all where I would get in gold. If I'm in a full margin gold this week, this is where I'd do it. Oof. I almost full margin gold. I'm gonna show you exactly where I almost did it. I marked it up and I was like, motherfucker. This is I almost took the 10K on this too. Right after I turned the 1K to 10, I almost risked it all on this. And look at this shit. This would have been easily a 200K trade, even if I just held it to here. So I meant 200K off of a 10K account. Think about that. So yeah, that honestly, like that's really one of my goals right now is to take like, like a couple thousand to like a couple 100,000 in one trade on some crazy flip shit. So, yeah, you just gotta wait for the right trade, guys. Like I knew this was there and I knew this could happen. I just didn't take it because it wasn't on a high enough time frame for me. Like I knew it had things there that it, like showed me I could have taken it. And I saw it happen. I was there looking at it as it tapped that 30-minute MA right there, and I would have gotten in right there, and that would have been my stop loss. And this thing just flew from there, and I'd have been in for maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, probably 14 hours. Probably would have gotten out right here because I would have. So basically, how I manage my trades, this is some sauce. You guys are here and fuck with me, so I fuck with you guys. I appreciate it. When I'm managing my trades, I look at every time frame and I wait till the closures before you get out. Wait till the closures. We just wait, just see what happens. Like right here, right after this, are we building structure on a lower time frame? Like if we go back to there, okay, we bounce off the 30-minute MA. We have a 15-minute doji candle. We came up. We then did all this, right? We look like we're rejecting this, but if you can just stay in this, if you can just have some balls and stay in this and say, you know what? I know this thing's going to push up more. Gold has a crazy sentiment right now. We're right beneath 4,000. We haven't hit it yet. I think we're going to that 4,000 psychological level at least, which we went way past. This is all how my thinking works, right? So I'm trying to get you in that mindset. Boom, I'd have had more entries right here. More entries, more entries, more entries, more entries. Entries all through here. Once you start seeing this pile up like that, that's how you do it. You have to trust your trade. Boom, look at this. Boom, boom, more entries here. Entries all in here. More entries all in here. More entries all in here. Once you start pushing up, entries all right here. Boom, come up. Probably get in some entries right here. Maybe be in a bit of a pickle in between here and here. Okay, we're kind of settling out. All right, come up. Boom, we broke above. Okay, beautiful. I think we're going to start pushing above. More entries here. Push above. More entries here. Boom, we break above. I'm probably sitting on all these entries. Once we break above, I'm sitting on all these entries just in case this happens. And it did happen. Come up. Once we break above where we just were and we shoot down like this, more entries here. Continue up. And I probably would just chill on that and let it sit. Let it rock. Obviously easier said than done in hindsight, but I'm telling you what I did on NZD USD. I'm telling you literally how my mind worked on that trade and how my mind worked on Euro USD, the 1K to 10K. So, I hope this helps one of you this week if you want to take a fucking $300 account to maybe 8,000 or something. Maybe one of you wants to try that, maybe one of you wants to do that. And if I can help you do that, then I'd feel amazing for you. So, okay. So, I'm kind of jumping around tonight. It's a little different than usual. Because I'm looking at things a little differently. And we had that whole manipulation event. Let me check the chat to see if there's any questions, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. I will be getting off here soon. Let me read some of these. Let us know, bro, in the chat when you're gonna place the trade. Quick question for you, so I don't waste an application for mentorship. What's an ideal amount for new mentees to invest for your mentorship to effectively learn from you? Maybe like 2 free weekdays. Ideal amount for new mentees to invest in your mentorship. Maybe like 2 free weekdays. Yeah, so you only need 1 or 2 days a week. So when I do the mentorship with you, I'm gonna have every call recorded, every call one-on-one recorded, and I'm gonna send it to you immediately after, more than likely through Telegram, because it's just the easiest. So I can just drag and drop it, boom, it downloads and it uploads to your, message. So you really only need like an hour or two a week just to sit down with me, and then we can do that over the course of 3-4 weeks to get your, 6 sessions in. And then once in that first 3 to 4 weeks, you get all that. And it really depends on who it is and how much they need. Like you might only need, 2-3 sessions, and you're like, I got it, bro. Because I might be able to teach you what I would usually teach a beginner in the first 1 and 2 sessions. I might be able to teach all that to you, or maybe even the first 3 sessions. I might be able to teach all that to you in one session. If you understand the vocabulary of trading, if you understand, what a trend is, if you understand the basics and have basic knowledge of trading, maybe I've been trading for a few years, then I can teach you exactly my strategy, because it's so damn simple. The S&P strategy, S&P method, whatever you want to call it, that I coined and made, is so fucking simple. Like my little brother could learn it like that, So yeah, it really doesn't matter if you have a ton of time. So just keep that in mind. You don't need a ton of time. But if hours are the same as this throughout the week and go for a few hours, I might be able to make it. Yeah, you definitely could. Definitely good. Life changing. I appreciate that, John. But yeah, you don't need. I don't need you sitting here with me for 3-4 hours, bro. Like I want you guys to understand something. Like geniuses make complex things simple, and the fool makes simple things complex. Anybody that's telling you, "Oh, I got 150 hours of stuff on my course," it's like, bro, that's a bunch of fluff. That's a ton of fluff. Like how many ways can you put your hand on a football to throw a spiral? You know what I mean? Like, there's not really that many. Maybe you can get the same outcome by not using the laces, or maybe you can get the same outcome with 2 fingers on laces or 3 fingers on laces. But either way, you're getting a spiral. And there's only so many ways to get a spiral. But you're not going to throw that shit from the top, holding the top of the football like this, and then flick it with your wrist like that. So it goes like this over top of itself and somehow make a spiral. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's really weird when people take so much time to get their point across. Guys, the skill set's not the hard thing. Once you understand the vocabulary, once you understand the technicals and fundamentals, it's not this. These charts are not the hard thing to grasp. The hard thing to grasp is your fucking mind. That's why I focus on that so much in the mentorship. I focus on your psychology. I get you to understand the technicals, the fundamentals, the exact way I see them as soon as possible. It's just boom, boom, boom. We're rolling through this. Go through, what I taught you. Send me your homework, because that's another thing I do. We become like friends. It's less of a mentorship, more like a friendship, like me saying, "Hey bro, come with me. Like I got you. Trust me. Just lock the fuck in." And I give you the life hacks. I give you the tools and systems to manage not only your trading and your the technicals and everything like that and the fundamentals, but to manage your fucking mind, because that's what's really, really, really important. You don't even need a good strategy if you just can get it right here. Like, dude, if you can just get it right here, like that's the biggest key. You don't even need a strategy. You don't even need fundamentals. I mean, yeah, you do need to know what the hell you're doing to some degree. Don't get me wrong, but you get my point. Like, it's like, I would argue that trading is literally 75 to 80% psychology and 20% technicals and fundamentals. Seriously, because it's so easy to understand the technicals and fundamentals. And once you do, you don't have to overthink it. Now it's just getting out of your own way. Now it's just managing your risk effectively. Now it's just, managing the trade effectively. Now it's just waiting for the setup to come to you and not trying to rush into the trade. Now it's just not being greedy. Now it's just not being fearful. So that's what it's all about. Sounds good, man. Love the energy. Looking forward to working with you. Sounds good, brother. I don't know if you have a call or not, but if you said you didn't put an application in, then never mind. So you're not on the calls tomorrow. If you put an application in at EliteTraderAscension.com, one of my team members will reach out to you, and then they'll schedule in a call with me. He'll kind of brief you and see if you're a good fit to make it through to a call with me, and then we get on a call, and then that's where we'll either have you start or you won't. You'll either pay or you won't, whatever. So that's kind of how that goes. So you put an application in there, and then, like I said, somebody will reach out to you and we'll go from there. So yeah, just do that, bro. And then, yeah, look forward to working with you, bro. Also, we do offer financing as well. So there's that. Cool. Euro NZD, Euro odd. Ooh. Ooh. Did I already look at this? Or is that the same thing? Oh, no. I think I already looked at this, didn't I? Or was it odd USD? No, it was. What's this? Euro odd. I don't know. Yeah, okay. This is the same. Okay. Yeah, I think this thing could sell. I'd like to see it break below this and then come back up, retest it, and then continue down and get in on that retest of it at the 177, 250 area. It'll probably move a little bit as time moves the MA and stuff like that in that structure, but that structure point is more or less the same nevertheless. So daily on EuroCAD, yeah, in between a rock and a hard place. I'm just gonna start beaming through these real quick. Don't even care for it. If it comes down here, I'll take a look at it. If not, don't really care. I'd like to see it come back down here and retest this zone. 2.31, 500 area, 550, maybe even 600 area. Once it gets down around there, start taking notice of it and potentially getting involved in buys. I'm actually going to move this up a little bit. It might even be a little higher than that. Once I want to know about it when it breaks down below here, because it looks like it wants to come down here, and then I'd be getting into buys. Let me see the weekly. Weekly is a bullish engulfing. Maribozu at an all-time high, though. That's why I actually didn't get involved in this the last week. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on there. I don't like buying at all-time highs. I don't like selling at all-time lows. At least not full margining. That's for sure. Same kind of thing here. I like to see buys on this. Let's check the weekly. Oh yeah, coming off the weekly, that's kind of nice. But we have the daily beneath it. Monthly bearish. I mean, it's on a bull trend though, bullish trend. I'll take note of this. I'll see what comes up. I'll take note of that when it comes around there. It's funny because me and another big trader, we talked about this before. Like, we always wait for it to come to where, like, we pretty much know it's going to come to, but we never get into the seller buy to that place. You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. But anyways, 1 hour on GBP CHF. I'm gonna be getting out of here in a sec, guys. Beautiful double top. Boom, boom. Left, right, down. I think we could sell on this. Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful sells right there. I'm gonna let me see what the daily is. Weekly, 4 hour. Oh, damn, that was nice. Honestly, we're gonna add one here. Like to see this come up to here. Come up to 107 area for some potential sells. 107, 107.50, roughly. Come up to there for some sells, or even come up to. I'd really love to see it come back to this 4 hour, 107.200 or 107. 150, 107, 100 to 107, 200 is areas to look for sells for this. Might not make it up there, but we'll see. And then let's go through a few more because I have all of these too. All right. Daily bullish engulfing off of a closure above the daily MA. Bit of a double top here, but we have a double bottom in between it, so it's not really a double top. Not gonna lie, it kind of looks like decent buys right there. We are beneath the 4 hour structure. Yeah, this looks like shit. It's just up, down. Fuck that. We're not looking at that. Ugh. Wick fill, maybe. Don't really care. This is why I wasn't involved with this. It's at a high. Do we care? Yeah. And maybe if it comes down here, it's kind of what I think I've been waiting for on GJ. Let's pick a random one. Hey, that looks pretty good right there. Holy shit. Guys, is this the one? That monthly candle's kind of scary, though, not going to lie. Holy shit. I mean, that looks really good. That looks really good. It's kind of counterintuitive, though, because we're on a massive uptrend on the daily. But we do have a massive rejection candle on the weekly, but this could get a wick fill here. And we are at all-time highs. So this is one of those trades. It's like, it's somewhat sexy if we just look at this. You know what I mean? Like, this could play out from right here, sells right here, massive sells right here, stop loss at 670, and just fucking ride this shit down to, center earth, to middle earth. But man, there's contradicting time frames. So you have a bullish monthly, super bullish monthly, came to a high here. Weekly, we do have some favor on the weekly. I mean, this could be a hold all the way down to 1.10. Seriously, 3,600 fucking points, 360 pips. Like, definitely good. You're gonna find yourself somewhere between right here, right now, at the 113,610 area, to maybe as high as 113,740 or 720 area, or this here. Well, this is kind of hitting that now. Man, that it looks pretty good. I'd want to see a little bit more consolidation and then maybe a flip on the 1 minute or 5 minute. And either way, though, guys, like, I'm not going to take it. Either way, I'm not going to take it. But this is, you see the same thing I told you about Euro USD and NZD USD, 4 hour down, retest, continue down, right? We would come down to here too. If we broke that and we broke down, we would come down to this area, at least to 112,650, maybe 112, 800 minimum for sure. If we broke beneath this, I mean, there's nowhere else for it to go. It has to stop either here or more than likely actually here. 112, 400, 500 area. So it's there, dude. It is there. Just, I don't like how extended this 1 hour is above that, where that 4 hour is. 113,880, and the 4 hours right there at the 600. What you could do is pay attention to this next 30-minute candle close in 12 and a half minutes. Pay attention to this next 1 hour close and see what happens. And then what you do is you get into a decent sized position. I'm putting you all on fucking game. Get into it. You guys are fucking me, so I'm fucking with you. I appreciate you guys. Get into a decent sized position first, to where your stop loss up here at this 660 is worth like Depends on what size account you're on. Because if I was doing it again on like a $700 account, let's say, it'd be worth like $250, right? And then as this starts to play out, you just scale in. As you start to see this 5-minute flip and start to just fizzle out, and then it starts to come down, and then it comes back up and retests here, boom, more positions, and then it comes down, and then it breaks beneath this MA, and then you retest it, boom, more positions. This position's already in profit. It's covering your equity. You start going bigger on positions all through here. Once you start to see this give little more confirmation, you start sending lots on this bitch. This is a double top though on a 5-minute. This thing could tank. Okay, not all double minutes not all double tops on 5 minutes do tank. It's somewhat of a double top. This was a better double top. See, straight up, down, boom, broke the center point. So we'll see. Again, you have that 1 hour. Kind of watching it happen live. You have that 1 hour that you need to see close. If this 4-hour candle closes like that, basically like that, or less, this could be a fucking massive sell. If it closes anything looking like that on the 4-hour, that next 4-hour candle is more than likely going to be bearish and probably pretty deep. Okay, so probably a couple 100 points bearish. All right, so just saying. So do with you what you will with that information. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you'd like financial advice, please consult with your financial advisor. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just my opinion. So yeah. Yeah, that looks good. It looks good. It looks good. It does look good, guys. I don't know about full sending it on it though, because we're at a fucking high. It's the only thing. It's the only thing I don't like. But boy, if you got in this, and boy, oh boy, if this thing was really reversing right now, holy shit, hang on to that shit for 3 weeks at least, because you're coming down to here. You're coming down to here. This plays out. If this plays out where we continue back down, I mean, that thing is going to run for a while. It's going to run for a while. And that's the only two options we have is break recent all-time highs. We haven't been above this price since 2013. Bro, we haven't been above this price since 2013. Holy shit. 2013 was the last time we were above this structure here. Right, this structure. Last time we were above this structure here was 2013. And the last time we came close was 2022. When was this? Was this COVID? No. No, I'm tripping. That was not fucking COVID. 2020 was COVID, right? Pretty sure, yeah. All right. Man. 622? To me, that just says better entries. Like, what? The thing is you have this 1 hour up here. So, like, you could pull all the way back up to here. But, like, I'm telling you right now, you get a decent entry on this trade and you hold it for a few weeks, like, you're either going to be extremely happy or extremely disappointed. But history repeats itself, man. And we haven't broken this. We just got a massive rejection candle on the weekly, 2 rejection candles on the weekly from this point. Now we are in a different state. That's the only thing that kind of concerns me. We are in a different state of the market right now, with crypto and everything like that, and Trump being in office and a lot of different things. So, but this is odd NZD too, though. So it's interesting. This is an interesting one right here. What was the other trade that I said? Does anybody know the other trade I said that was like really beautiful? Shit, I forgot to mark it. I think was it odd USD? Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah. Odd USD. I already have it tealed. All right. Oh gosh, which one was it? It was odd NZD. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna teal this, and we're gonna bring it up. I'm kind of just letting you guys watch how my mind kind of works a little bit. All right, let me go to the chat. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and answer. I'm gonna get up on out of here. Um, boom, boom, boom. The energy. Hey, shout out to the people that are watching this right now. If you guys, there's 80 of you guys in here. There's only 4 likes on the video right now. One of them is me. If you guys could like the video, I'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. All right, sweet. Well, yeah, that's some pairs for you that I'm seeing. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Um, a lot of this needs a little more time. Really, except this one. I told you guys where I want to see some things pull to. Told you guys some that look like they could set up well. So yeah, there we have it. There we have it. This this looks like something. It looks like something. It looks like it wants to continue though. I'll tell you that right now. Looks like it wants to continue, grab above this. Now, if it grabs above this and then the 4 hour closes beneath this with a nice big wick, that is really nice. Okay. Because it basically just grab to a higher structure. But again, we could come all the way up here. And if we come all the way up here, chances are that 4 hour is not closing down there. Still could, but basically if this 4 hour closes above that MA, don't get involved. Let it do its thing. It's not ready. So yeah, same thing with the 1 hour. I mean, honestly, if that 1 hour closes above where that 4 hour MA is, around that 600 area, it's not ready. Watch this area, 720, 715 area, and the 870 area. Just be careful because you are going against massive uptrends here, but you do have a double top that hasn't played out and it's on the fucking daily. I think this does come down past the center point here and at least come down to here again. So 1,000 points. We'll see. Might not happen yet. Might be setting up for that right now, and might look back on this video and say, "Damn, Josh was right," or it just needs more time. Or we just rocket through everything and then we just fly to the moon and the whole double top on the daily doesn't even play out and I'm just completely wrong. There's always that option too. All right, guys, let's go through the fundamentals real quick and I'll be getting out of here. So the government's still shut down, so keep that in mind. Powell speaks. I believe he still does speak, actually. So yeah, he should speak. Fed and the government, I believe, are two different things. So yeah, at least like in a government shutdown. So I mean, you might as well call them the same thing, but yeah. So 12:20, we'll have some volume come in on USD GBP. 1 p.m. have some volume come in. We got to really see what this guy does. I'll probably watch him live with my VIP Signals room on Tuesday there because I usually live stream on Tuesdays for the VIP Signals room. Wednesday I'll be streaming live for free. Odd. So this is our odd NZD. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ho ho ho. Uh-oh. Guys, do you see what I see? Possibility there. Possibility. Okay. Possibility. Just saying. Got the volume for right there. So then bunch of USD, all tentative. This is probably that they believe this is all like this because the government shut down. So these things may not come out or happen unless the government reopens. So keep that in mind. And then Friday and Saturday. Okay. Why have I never seen that? Okay. Whatever. Oh, because I'm always doing this. Whoa. We're in 2024. So yeah, there you have the fundamentals. For some reason, it just only did one. There are the fundamentals. We have CAD right here on 1:30 on Thursday. Nothing on Friday. Yeah, U.S. government. There you go. GBP on Thursday. So basically, we have CAD USD. Well, yeah, we'll still have some USD. CAD USD GBP on Thursday. Big odd day on Wednesday. Tuesday, big GBP and USD day, and then that's it. And I think we'll see some reaction from the markets tomorrow based on Trump, calling back the tariffs and all that shit. So we'll probably get an announcement from him too, if he hasn't made one already. I'm not sure. I've been kind of out of it. Take care of my uncle and my little brother's birthday today and stuff like that. So gonna get off here and kind of catch up on the fundamentals a little bit more. But yeah, appreciate you guys coming to the live. Boom, there's me a million times in a row, and all of you. And I'll get those likes up. Hey, I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night, and yeah. Hope you guys all have an amazing night, and let's make this week a good one. Appreciate you guys being here. Tap the like button if you're here. I appreciate you guys. Peace.